We will go to the full extent, depending how far this goes. We will go to the extent of cutting off their energy, going down to Michigan, going down to New York State and over to Wisconsin. I don't want this to happen, but my number one job is to protect Ontario, Ontarians and Canadians as a whole. This is coming. It's not if it is, it's coming. And it's coming January 20th or 21st. And we need to be prepared. We need to stand as a country. We need to stand united as Canadians and work hand in hand and shoulder to shoulder with our colleagues across the country, and we're ready to do it. It's a last resort. We power 1.5 million homes, and if they put on tariffs, it's going to be unaffordable for Americans to buy electricity. Just like if they put tariffs on the 4.3 million barrels of oil that's Alberta shipping down to the U.S. If you put 25%, that increases every barrel of oil by, every gallon of gasoline by $1. So I don't think that President-elect Trump wants that to happen. What we're sending a message to the U.S., you come and attack Ontario, you attack livelihoods of people of Ontario and Canadians. We're going to use every tool in our toolbox to defend Ontarians and Canadians across the border. And let's hope that never comes to that point. Let's hope we can get through this trade deal. The problem is not with Canada. The problem is with China. And China shipping in parts to Mexico, Mexico slapping on Made in Mexico stickers and shipping them up through the U.S. and Canada and taking American and Canadian jobs. That's the problem.
Well, that's okay if he does that. That's fine. But the United States is subsidizing Canada. It's truly a subsidy, and we shouldn't have to do that.
And other provinces seem unwilling to withhold their energy from U.S. markets.
From the Alberta perspective, under no circumstances will Alberta agree to cut off oil and gas exports.
By the way, I won't threat Donald not to send electricity. And he told me very clearly that we can avoid those tariffs if we do what needs to be done with the borders.
If we succeed and maintain proper border security, I expect we will have a very strong relationship with the United States.
Trump responded to your energy threat yesterday saying, that's fine, go ahead and do it. What is your response to President-elect?
Well, what you didn't hear on the tapes after, he says, I really want to make a deal with Canada. That's the first time he's ever said that. And I respect the position he's coming from. I'm sure he respects the position we're coming from. As he also mentioned, he has lots of friends in Canada. Well, we have lots of friends in the U.S. That's the reason we need to make a deal, because we're part of the family, the larger family. But would I rather send them energy, sell them more energy? Absolutely. I spoke to both governors from Michigan and New York. They fully understood where I was coming from. But again, my comment to the two governors yesterday, we want to sell you more energy. We want to make sure that we sign this deal. We want a fair trade. The problem, again, is not Ontario. It's not Canada. It's cheap Chinese parts coming in through Mexico, slapping Made in Mexico stickers on, taking American and Canadian jobs. That's their focus they should be focusing on, not their greatest ally and partner in the entire world.
Let me be clear from the Alberta perspective. Under no circumstances will Alberta agree to cut off oil and gas exports. We don't support tariffs. I don't support tariffs on Canadian goods, and I don't support tariffs on U.S. goods, because all it does is make life more expensive for everyday Canadians and everyday Americans. So instead, we're taking a diplomatic approach, and we're meeting with our allies in the U.S. We're making the case for Alberta oil and gas to be part of the solution to energy affordability, to energy security, and to, generally speaking, North American defense security as well. And of course, approach is one of diplomacy, not threats.
What he's suggesting.
It's a terrible idea. As you know, as the owner of oil and gas, think about what that would mean. So $122 billion worth of trade coming out of Alberta, a 25% tariff on that, which, if my math is right, would be $30 billion, which would then go to Ottawa. So if you think I would be supportive of that, I must tell you, in no uncertain terms, that would not be on.